Jessica Carson. I'm the director of Octave Records and the songwriter for Clandestine Amigo. And I just want to say up front, for this last recording, we had another passenger there experiencing the whole thing with me.
Your hands, so close no one can read them.
This is my follow-up album, Things Worth Remembering, from my first album, Temporary Circumstances, that came out on Octave Records last fall. This album is a little different. It still features the core of my band, Michael Wooten, Giselle Collazo, and Kyle Donovan, but we've brought in other players and their musicality and their flavors to kind of fill it out.
A captive in your own mind, you can't reach out, too afraid to find something unkind.
Things Worth Remembering is not just the name of this album, it's the name of probably my favorite song on the album. So it's a song about what happens when someone passes away and leaves us. The opening line of the song says, "When I die, I hope I leave a black hole, and the people that shared my love will pull towards each other." In my mind, that's what happens when somebody goes away. Their energy is gone, and the people around them that love them want to find who they were. And as they reach out and try to grasp whatever's left of that person, they find the other people that were around that person that love them. And so that person lives on in all the people that remain and remember them.
I'm getting tired of writing the same song.
Katie Mintle is actually somebody that I found on Instagram, of all places. When COVID started, an artist named Tom LaFond, who we've since made an album with that you'll get to hear someday soon, started putting videos out almost every day, and Katie was his roommate at the time. And I heard her voice in Tom's recordings and recruited her to sing on the audiophile reference disc. Her voice is so smooth and sultry, and I just felt like it was perfect for a few of my songs. She really understands the intimate, kind of soulful energy of a certain vein of my writing. So I recruited Katie to sing 3 of the songs on this next album, which was a unique experience for me, having another singer take over the mic and add their voice to songs that I know very well. My second album to record in DSD, and I'm extremely happy with how it sounds. So my first album, Temporary Circumstances, we recorded so differently, and I love to compare and contrast the two. The first one, we started with piano. Giselle Collazo and I sang vocals at the same time into the same mic, and then we layered all the other instruments on from there. With Things Worth Remembering, we did it almost the opposite. So piano and drums were right there in the same room, which I think is probably not typical to do, but Michael Wooten and I have been playing these songs together for years, and we're really locked in as musicians, and so I was confident that we could be in the same room, and the drums could bleed into the piano mics, and the piano could bleed into the drum mics, and we'd be fine. We actually had the bass player in the ISO booth, Brad Morse, who we brought in for the project. Once we got the basics down, then we added vocals and overdubs and background vocals that Giselle and I did sing at the same time, but on different mics this time. So it's just a completely different process, but I feel like when you play live together in the same room, that really shines in DSD. You can feel the energy of that, just that live feeling like you're in the room with the musicians. I'll say I'm not necessarily moved by my own music once I've recorded it and put it away, but with this particular recording, especially the songs that Katie sang, tearing up a few times because the way that DSD captures it is just, there's so much more there, and it's so clear and emotional.
I struggle with my own brain.
So I hope that you will find Things Worth Remembering, and I also hope that you'll find Temporary Circumstances and start with that album and take the musical journey with me. I think as an artist, so much happens between the first album to the second album, and hopefully the third album that we can all continue the journey on together.
I know that something's gotta give. I need to calm down and find a healthy way to live.